Yeah, we're going to continue our space chat right now. You know how they say you need to find a hobby? Well, after retirement, to keep yourself going, maybe you want to do what Jeff Bezos is doing. He's set his sights on traveling to space to keep himself busy. The crazy thing is, a guy with his resources can make it a reality. Grant Hines now joins us to fill us in on all the details. This makes us exciting, man. We love it when crazy billionaires get these sorts of bees in their bonnets because they can actually achieve this. So how is Jeff Bezos going to actually get to space? What is his planned route?
Before we get that, I just wanted to say, when Carl said, you know, he's going to invite friends over when he moves over to another planet, and in my head, I just thought about all the Joburg friends that would make a plan to go to the Braai on the moon, where Carl's place, and all the Cape Town people that just wouldn't go because they would 20 minutes out of the way.
They would say they were coming, but then they just wouldn't go. They just wouldn't go.
Yeah, last minute, man, something came up. No, so Jeff Bezos is going on his own spaceship. It's called a Blue Origin's rocket. It's called the New Shepard, and they're going into space and then coming back down. And you could join him if you've got if you want to bid for one of the seats, because the seats are selling at $2.8 million. So if you want to go to space with Jeff Bezos, well, I'm glad you think so. Dinner's on you next time. But look, at the end of the day, wealthy people are doing this. I think big CEOs like Elon Musk, has a whole business model set on Mars, and Jeff Bezos, who's spending a lot of time and energy getting into space and providing spaceships that can travel there, means that space is probably not going away in the near future. But we haven't really asked the question, at least I think most of us, why should we go to space and if we should go to space? And there's actually a lot of arguments, especially, and you're going to be very surprised by me because I am the techie guy. I'm always excited about the science behind these things. But there's a lot of arguments saying that we should not travel overseas and should not colonize other planets. And a lot of that comes into all the resources that we're busy developing to get there can be utilized on Earth to improve Earth's status, because we've still got billions of years on this planet, you know?
I hear you, buddy. I hear you, but I've also kind of become it's been made aware to me by a lot of the scientists we've spoken to in this space that the most groundbreaking science has come about as a result of our research in the space area. So it does push the bounds, and it's in our nature. Do you think, because surely these guys, the Jeff Bezoses and the Elon Musks, they're the tip of the spear, yes. Will we get to a point where humanity will leave Earth? Do you see it in your future, in our arc, humans en masse leaving and colonizing other planets? Because surely, I mean, it's happening. It's happening.
I actually do. I think it's something that we do want to do as a human race. We put a lot of resources into this. There are benefits as a human race, for instance, being able to mine materials around our planet that aren't on our planet. So just rocks and asteroids that are floating around Earth have natural resources in them that are very rare on Earth. And we have the capacity to do that and build more spaceships out there and use relays. There was a great movie with Brad Pitt. I forgot what it's called, man. JP would probably be able to let us know. But they use Mars they use Earth and Mars. Ad Astra, that's it. As a stop-off point, kind of like the Cape of Good Hope, for the atrocities that happened with colonizers then. But being able to then shoot through to another planet further off is very exciting. So I do think it's going to happen. But at the same time, I don't like the argument that we have to do this sort of research in order to get the information or build technology to improve Earth, because we have to go to space. There's a lot of things that we justify that are negative as a human race, technologically speaking, because we go, don't worry, we're going to do that thing, but the R&D is great. We're going to... we have to cull lions, for instance. We have to have a hunting trade, for instance, in order for there to be like a conservation project, and that money drives that. We've created that ecosystem, so we can do that with science. We can create, we just need to be motivated to look after our planet better. And I know like yourself and Ryle, like you guys are very eco-conscious. It's something that's like on the top of your minds, and it's at the top of a lot of our minds at the studio. Like we care about the planet so much. And us as a population needs to focus on that.
Yeah, but I mean, that being said, of course, we owe so many, like the calculator, binary code to space travel, food in toothpaste tubes. I don't know if that's a thing, but if you look at kind of I just chatted to Imogen a moment ago about the mission to Venus, and what we're going to learn about their atmosphere and about what's happening on that planet might give us the key to unlocking how we can save ours. Buddy, I love this. This is the kind of stuff that gets me really excited. And the crazy thing is we are speeding up so fast that it's going to be happening in our lifetime. You and I are actually going to see people living and colonizing Mars, which is insane. Buddy, thank you so much. I know you're having a crazy day at home, so we're sending you loads of love. Thanks for joining us this morning, man. And
Thanks,
hopefully that's got you guys at home just excited, and your imagination is now burning. Mars, Venus, the moon later this year, and now the world's wealthiest person is giving you the opportunity, if you have 2.4 million hanging around, to do the same. So much happening outside our atmosphere. Grant, as always, a massive pleasure.